Welcome everyone, ladies and gents, boys and girls, all the ships in the sea to a new stream of Undisputed, as we are diving headfirst into the fantastic world of boxing and punches in the bunches. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late today. I've been trying to fix some of the issues surrounding the stream. I would say I was somehow successful, but here we are. Let's dive deep and see what's going on. Hold on. Wait, controller. Alright. And I also did stream the Ready or Not first look last night. I hope you liked it. And I can see that you are enjoying the finale of the Metro Exodus on YouTube. If you haven't, be sure to check it. It's an amazing ending, one of the best ending in game history of the past, I would say 5 to 7 years. It's receiving a lot of good reception. I really recommend you to check it out. But for now, we are going to punch some people. God, this will never get old. The adrenaline pump, the joy of an uppercut, a power-landed jab, and a hook followed by a body shot. It will never get old. It will never get old. I wish they kind of make the multiplayer more playable. Alright, it's not updated yet. More playable as in that we don't get much delays and lag, so we could actually throw combination of punches the way we want to, not to stick to a simple fighting style and, you know, get the living life beaten out of us. Alright, let's do a warm-up first. As I promised. Although, I really wanted to try someone in middleweight. Roy Jones being the great. I want something with a better hook. 90, 86. This one is interesting. Reaches, he has a very nice reach. I'm gonna pick this one. 191, 193. Read. Good reach. 18. This guy might be my favorite. And against, let's say, Roy. Let's go with Roy. And let's go to WBC. Difficulty. Undisputed. 12 rounds. Should we do casual or simulation? I don't know exactly what this entails. But let's go with simulation. Not sure it's fully implemented yet. And the only thing I noticed is that you don't see the health bar and the timer and all that. But I am not sure if it affects the fighters, the damages from the punches and all that. And if it does, is it fully implemented in the game, or it needs polishing? And it's in early access state. We have little problem beating people in Undisputed level, as you have seen in the last episode. We didn't even got knockout. In the previous stream, we beat every single one we fought with. women division, and the men. Lyndon Arthur. Hot coffee. Want some, guys? Very hot coffee. I wonder if the background music is too loud. Just a little bit. Here we go.
Welcome to the WBC Arena, and what an atmosphere we have here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. The incomparable Carl the Cobra Froch, 6'1" tall with a 75.2-inch reach. And he'll be facing Roy Jones Jr. He tipped the scales at 72 kilos, 180 centimeters tall with a reach of 188.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Carl the Cobra Froch, a super middleweight multi-time world champion.
We have beaten this guy before. Never played with this guy. But I like the reach.
Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
Oops.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, Carl the Cobra Froch. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup.
Let's get it up. Oh, damn it.
Can't wait to see what goes.
One moment. Give me one moment to fix this. If the mouse allows. Please. Okay. There we go. Exit. And here. One tiny thing. Why am I not in streamer mode? This is weird. Okay, streamer mode enabled. Is it? Okay, let me double check the stream quality. Everything is working, but I'm not getting the streamer mode. Alright, now I'm getting it. It is acceptable. Just, oh, come on, the bitrate died. Whenever I open a page, after stabilizing the bitrate, it destroys the bitrate. Okay, bitrate back to normal, everything back to normal.
down
we are
when
ready.
the opening bell rings. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Why aren't they keeping their gloves up?
Very slow left hook, right hook.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back
Slow
up.
left and right hook.
Catch and shoot.
Fast jab.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an
Loose,
arena, what an
loose, very
atmosphere,
loose.
what a build-up.
These shots, even if they land, are going to do no damage. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
What a punch.
He's
Courage
bugged.
on display here is incredible.
Is he bugged?
Still swinging with nothing left.
He's not bugged.
Good punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Frost. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Okay, despite the reach, the punches are very slow. The stamina is draining way too fast. That's gonna be a big problem.
Here we go for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round.
That is
let's see
too
if we can keep the
fast.
momentum going. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the
Blocking is
mentality he
bad.
has.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm, because this is how they train, this is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
Beautiful. And finally, Carl Froch goes
Oops.
down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Yeah, the blocking is not ideal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Very slow, very slow.
Pretty good start the first half of this round. The perfect counter lands. Nice shot with the left. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp.
Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Not a good
Talk about
fighter.
Brock. Let's see how the game...
Nope, 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 nope. He is not ideal at all. Not my playstyle. Middleweight. Pity that reach is Martinez also slow, I think. Reed 193. But Porter. Jacobs 185. He looks fast. But let's try Jacobs. 185 reach. I mean, if you can't back up the reach with the speed, then you're already dead. And Roy Jones is a lightning bolt compared. And he fights both in heavy, light, and middleweight in 3 separate divisions.
Here.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Brooklyn, New York, introducing an acclaimed 2-time middleweight champion of the world known as the Miracle Man, introducing Daniel Jacobs. Fighting out of the blue corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
What a pleasure to be.
Let's see.
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Nice counter. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters.
Nice left hook.
He blocks the hook. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name.
I like his footwork.
You hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline.
That right hook is
both
weird.
fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
It lands on the body.
This has been a very competitive round between these two. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. There's a scoring blow. Good counter left hand there. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Too many bad shots. Too many bad shots.
Well, there is no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this...
Acceptable stamina loss.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Ouch.
I counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you. They exchange punches. That left counter was perfectly timed. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Why sit in the pocket when your punches are this slow?
That extra punch is really annoying.
This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Good left counter that lands.
Come on, stop it. Throwing that goddamn excessive punch.
Oh, what a punch. Good counter punching for both these athletes. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jacobs.
Ouch.
Dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Lost too much stamina.
It's up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's going to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Roy is undisputed. He's the best in the middleweight, although kind of tricky to play.
The bell rings and we start the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Not a lot of defense here at all. Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Nice.
Oh, no.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He got out of the way of that right hook.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Come on.
He just misses with that big right hand.
Why the right hand is so weird?
What is this fighter doing?
See?
There's nothing behind these punches. Jacobs in real trouble. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jacobs. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Stamina is a
On
factor.
to the fourth we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get
God.
rocked? Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed. No rest for the weary. There's a counter shot. Good right hand. Great counter right hand there. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs just got rocked. And right back into the fray. Best rounds I've seen, and they got caught.
Jesus.
How did they survive that? Trying to answer back. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Jacobs. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Punches are not that powerful.
Time for the 5th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punching from both these fighters. Uh-oh, code red time here for... Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. He caught him with that body shot, and it throws him in his tracks. Look at this again.
Not good. Not good. I need to learn how to penetrate Jones Jr.'s beard guard.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they... And now it's him that's in trouble.
See, I don't know.
I don't believe what we're seeing here.
I don't know how to penetrate his defense.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. His jab just got blocked. A perfect counter shot. Catch and shoot. Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
That was an assassination.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let's talk about Jacobs. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Let's start the 6th. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Big left there, but misses. Catch and shoot. Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he going to do? Good job trying to back out of trouble. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. That one will count. Good left hand. He threw the hook, didn't land. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jacobs. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Todd, do you know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab? They're that powerful.
And down goes Daniel Jacobs. A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
That was miserable.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
Okay. Got the message. Middleweights. And who? Hmm. $89. Yeah, most of them are either slow 86. Ben. But the problem is I cannot crack the guard in Junior. Puts up those gloves. That is the big problem. RJJ has a very unique defensive style that blocks both body and the headshot, which is really hard to crack.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. And here is Nigel Benn. He comes in at 177 centimeters tall with a 185 centimeter reach. It's Nigel Benn, the Dark Destroyer. And when you talk about legendary fighters from England, this man has to be on the list. Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes.
It'll be ding-ding from first bout. They're off.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from London, England, here is a middleweight and super middleweight champion of the world, known as the Dark Destroyer, introducing Nigel Benn. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready. No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold.
And what I say you must obey. Good luck.
Here we go, round 1. Who's going to land the first big shot? Catch and shoot. They are giving us a high-tempo show. He just misses with that big right hand. Another scoring shot there.
Well, he's fast.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
God, listen to them. Listen to them. You can hear the noise, but you don't know what they're saying. It's that loud. I'm sorry, man. I'm shouting you here. I'm sorry.
He gets out of the way of that left hand. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. They are giving us a high-tempo show. They exchange punches. That punch scores. The Dark Destroyer goes down. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
RJJ's whooping my ass.
Let's talk about Nigel Bennett. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
He's killing me.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now, they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go, because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
We'll keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Sluggers just want to mold you down. They want to walk straight through as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
They just missed with that big right hand. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every flip.
Punch, counter-punch. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. He misses with that jab.
His arm acts as a
Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
glove.
Let's talk about Nigel Bennett. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. In these middleweight type of fights, Johnny, you're obviously not going to see the speed you see in some of the lighter divisions or the power you see in some of the heavier divisions, but you sort of get the best of both worlds.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
He misses with that jab. Stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. That was the moment.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
He threw the hook, didn't land. He missed with that jab. The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Good counter punch. Let's talk about Nigel Benn. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Nice counter shot. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics.
That extra punch
know
is
the second they touch
killing
you,
me.
it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you? So much firepower here. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He got out of the way of that right hook.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You
Damn
can
it.
see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're gonna find out.
Why are they throwing punches? They should be playing defense right now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Nigel Benn. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And certainly doing some damage.
On to the 5th we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least. Nice counter shot. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
That second extra punch.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
Nothing but air on that hook. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Still swinging with nothing left. This may do it. The Dark Destroyer goes down. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Ouch. Oh my god, I got killed.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
I can't beat this guy. Weird. Although this is the first time I'm doing a middleweight against Junior, so there's that.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And it's Nigel the Dark Destroyer Benn. He's 5'10" tall with a 72.8-inch reach. And the man he'll be facing, it's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. 160 pounds. This guy won a championship as a heavyweight, remember? 5'11" tall with a reach of 74 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so...
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
And what I say you must obey. Good luck.
Let's kid him.
What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Which fighter will say no mas? So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Oh, and there he caught him with a stiff jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. How did he absorb that hook?
They're so close, so close.
They both want a knockout, you can tell.
Stay there. Stay there.
Knocked
Stay
down
there.
hard. I'm not sure that they're going to be able to get back on their feet here as the referee continues the count. Cue up the replay machine. I have
took
got
them all
to
like
see
a
that
champ.
again.
Found one weakness.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. What a massive upset this would be.
This is the weakness.
And finally, Jones goes down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Finally, the weakness is revealed. This is dead meat. His guarding stance doesn't cover that area. Payback time, P-word.
Let's talk about Nigel Benn. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it, as they were dropped twice in the last round.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
What do we expect to see here in round 2? It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing.
And so far, the
Ouch.
offense has been better than the defense. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. He got out of the way of that right hook. We'll keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so
What
far.
the hell? Stop punching.
Terrorized them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot leaving.
Beautiful counter shot.
Ouch, ouch.
Good punch. This is a high-octane battle. Can the Dark Destroyer get out of this dark place?
Yeah, I can.
And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
He's coming for blood.
Not a lot of defense here at all. That's another scoring shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Ouch.
Let's talk about Nigel Benn. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
I'm gonna kill you, Joy.
On to the 3rd. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then we'll strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this stuff.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe. That punch landed. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
A very close match.
Ooh.
It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This has been a very competitive round between these two. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now.
Can the Dark Destroyer get... And there it is! The knockdown punch we knew was coming. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
That extra punch kills me.
Let's talk about Nigel Benn. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
On to the fourth we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
He threw the hook, didn't land.
Nice.
He gets out of the way of that left hand. Timing beats speed. Speed
Nice,
beats
nice,
power.
nice. One more. Oh, yes. Kill him, kill him, kill him. All right, stop.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play.
The darkness, and the referee will begin to count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got
I was
to
going
see
for the heavy
that
uppercut.
again in slow motion.
Look at the heavy uppercut. Not. Ah. Goddamn lethal punches. Can I get up?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Next time, I'm gonna die.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Good counterpunching for both these athletes. So final 10 seconds. Pensacola's finest is down.
What?
And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
What was that? What the hell? Was it a flash knockout? I have no idea what just happened. And you buck.
Let's talk about Nigel Benn. Both men were knocked down, and they both got up in that round.
Sometimes you talk about drawing first blood. What does that tell you?
It tells me the game needs an update.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Both fighters knocked down in the last round. What do we have in store for us in this one?
I've seen that twice before, both fighters knocked down in the same round, and you think who's going to go back as confident, who's going to come out
Come
as
on.
confident. Both fighters went
What's with
back
the slow
on
punches?
unsteady legs. How is this going to
Come on,
unfold?
come on, come on. Ouch, ouch. Nice. Payback is a B word.
Both fighters went to the canvas last round. What are we going to see here? This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fighters like that and you punched them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Good left counter that lands. That left shot lands. He just misses with that big right hand.
Yes, he does. He does. He does. Yes. Yes. It landed.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired,
No,
it can be
no, no,
the
no, no, no.
loneliest
Oh, I
place
got
in the
lucky.
world.
I got lucky.
If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
You see that second punch? Oh my god, that is so demoralizing.
Swing and a miss with that left. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Nice.
Let's talk about Nigel Benn. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here
He's
in the
been
next round.
defensive.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the tournament's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Here we go in the sixth round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Yes. Oh. Come on.
No rest for the weary.
That'd be so defensive. Damn it.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right
Oh, no,
through?
no.
Work
That's
the
but
body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
And that was it. That was the big
Jesus
shot we were
Christ,
waiting
he's
for.
walking through all my punches. So powerful.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And right back into the fray. Big right hand just misses.
Come on.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That left counterpunch will score. Where was the defense?
Oh, I heard that never.
Let's talk about Nigel Benn. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Let's kill him.
Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Damn it.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop. Good counter left hand there.
didn't land.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed. I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp.
Yes.
As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Didn't land.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well. A very competitive round with 10 seconds. Can he finish the job?
Oh, what
Yes,
a
I
shot.
can.
He's
Yes, I
staggered.
can.
He's staggered. Does he know? Does he know he's even gone?
Ah, damn it. Got
Let's talk
lucky.
about Nigel Benn. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, I think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
He's hurting.
Round 8, and we're off again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. A perfect counter shot.
Oh!
What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
I think I'm done. Wow. Sniped. With an uppercut. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm done.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out.
Yep. Oh my god, I cannot defeat Troy Juniors.
So time to go celebrate after another knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here. I've arrived. Try that again. It will happen all over again.
I've got nothing. I've got nothing. I've got nothing. He's a brute. Jesus, Roy Jones.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here, and it's Nigel.
This battle.
We've waited a long time. And there's the bell to start round 1. Good counter left hand there. There's a right hand. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Good left hand. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How
The Dark Destroyer knocked down hard. I'm not sure that they're going to be able to get back on their feet here as the referee continues the count. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
I'm extremely susceptible for flash knockouts.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. He just misses with that big right hand. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Nigel Benn. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
On to the second round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle him. He's got to bluff him.
Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take. Looks like we're going to see an early night here. He is rocked. I thought we were going to see the finish there. Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Come on!
These two were made for each other. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. And he rocked him.
It's not landing.
I thought that was going to be a knockdown. At
Jesus Christ, he's not going down.
They score with that left hand. That left counterpunch will score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Nigel Benn.
I cannot believe it.
Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell to start round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then we'll strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, stumbling around on Bambi legs. And right back into the fray. Referee might want to step in here. He's got his eyes on him. A much better game plan here.
Jesus. He's taking them all like a goddamn champion. Look at this.
Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. How about
Oh my God.
Let's see that again in slow motion.
Am I using a solid ball or something? I think my fighter is not that powerful. His punches are doing nothing.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here. Hold everything. He caught him clean. Oh, and that changes everything. And down
Finally.
they go. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
How did he survive all those punches?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sorry.
Final 10 seconds. He's going for the finish. Can they finish it? Let's talk about Nigel Benn. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it.
There's always a way back. Don't ever run anybody off.
Head is destroyed. Nah, my fighter is really weak. Like 50 heavy headshots and nothing. That means your punches are very weak. Ah, damn it! I need to change fighter.
Start round 4. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Knocked down twice?
And now going for the finish. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. And they get out of the way of that left hand. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action.
Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged. Nice punch. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. That's another scoring shot. Solid punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
I'm tired of punching him.
Beautiful counter punch. Let's talk about Nigel Benn. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace.
Jesus,
Things are
RJJ.
starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. This fighter is not interested in they both, and the referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Nice left, right.
One,
Is he gonna get off?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
GG. Come on, man. Where's the commentary?
Let's talk about Nigel Benn. That'll be a 10-8 round.
Oh my God, look at the swell.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
And there's the bell for round 6. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him.
And he finished the job. Whoa, wait a minute. What a shot. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire. Good counter punching. Oh, that punch. Beautiful counter shot.
Oh.
Let's see that again. At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Another scoring shot there. They just missed with that big right hand. Left punch. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Great counter right hand there. Let's talk about Nigel Benn. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response.
There's the bell to start round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Todd, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Good left counter that lands. He gets out of the way of that left hand. Oh no! Nigel Benn in big trouble. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Pensacola's finest is down. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Can he get up?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Finally. Oh my god, the hardest fight of my life.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.
Dear, oh dear. 131 power punches. 4 knockouts. 4 in the middleweight. Oh dear God. What? I hope the stream didn't. Yeah, I am stuck. Look at this. This is a bug. Let's get into the match and exit. That might fix it. It's like double window opened on top of each other. Double game window. Time for online. Although 4 or 5 matches, I was hoping for one warm up, and we ended up in 6. Let's see. Vitality, stamina, speed, strength. Body, left. Yeah, most of his punches are below 90. A very weak defense. Weak heart. Not a very right hand power. Straight. Power punching, counter punching. Increased damage of the power punches, straight punches. Increased flash knockout chance. When gassing out, increased stamina regeneration. Rock him, stop him. Increased damage of uppercut, thrown 20%. Increased flash days chance. He's an uppercut guy, but I didn't throw a lot of uppercuts. Roy Jr. in Undisputed difficulty is a god. Literally a god. He does not go down. I literally landed 168 power shots to the head and he was standing. He took most of them wild days, didn't go down. Oh, talk about power. That's one of the very few spots he is not guarding. We have some latency issue. I think the match started. It's not loading in. I can hear the stadium, the arena. The other player. There we go. Santo Domingo. Oh, this guy. All right, let's see. Good. Ping time. Decent. Not.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck.
Ping time is weird. Going up and down, but that's decent. Here we go.
Let's fight.
Come on, stop throwing punches.
round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man.
Let's go.
What the hell? I can tire him out. He's aggressive.
I love that. That jab's slick. So just keep coming on the end of the jab.
Do your business.
You're mine.
Come on. Look at him now. He's absolutely...
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm happy. Like that,
He's
man.
cut.
Good work. You was thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your pole.
Ah, you are mine. Come here. Oh, come on. What? He didn't hit me. Oh my god, what the hell? What was that? What the hell, man? Did he cheat it? Thank god it's on the record. He didn't even punch me. Oh my god, was that a cheat day everybody's talking about? I have destroyed them. What the hell was that? I will rewatch it. And report if needed. That's such a bizarre thing. I didn't even get punched, you know? And I got a TKO. So unfair. I had that fight. Ah. I was not expecting that. God, I still need to finish the Assassin's Creed Ragnarok DLC. And the Ireland. The ending left me so unsatisfied that I don't even touch it. No one is in the middleweight. Come on, I want to punch somebody. One of the biggest weakness of this fighter is defense. The guard doesn't block like 10% of the shots. That could lead to disaster, especially against players who have a power jab. That can open me up for a killing blow with an uppercut or something like that. Why? Where is everybody? Are they playing heavyweight or something? Let's see if there is anyone in the women's division. I want to kill someone with my Clarissa. Clarissa. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Reach is not that high. Weird. Strength is 88. Apparently no one is playing. Anything happening? Holiday? Probably. There's someone. Nice. Let's go crazy. I missed my shields with punches like Captain America. I love you, Sophie. I miss you so much, baby. I'm gonna come back to you. It could be internet connection problem because the game's load a little bit slower than usual. If it's the same person, that might be his internet that's in trouble. Or there. Whatever. He has become the go-to pronoun to use. Without... It's like he has become a gender-neutral pronoun. We say he to everything. Becomes a habit. And I know people are trying to break that habit. That will never happen. Some things just stick. And most of us don't use it with intention. We just use it because it's a habit. Joe Joyce, slow but deadly. If I could master these slow fighters, the punch great, because you know that their power shots are extremely slow, and I'm used to these fast fighters who can shotgun
Here we are,
everybody.
getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend?
Ah,
There was
Taylor.
no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Introducing first, Clarissa Shields. She's 173 centimeters. Clarissa Shields, the greatest woman fighter of all time. Katie.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
What do they say? The truth shall set you free. Now we're going to see the truth.
What a
No.
great venue, and what a great matchup.
You're gonna
Cannot
see my
wait for this
punches.
one.
Okay, Taylor. Let's see.
These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. This is a high-octane battle. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Neither fighter willing to slow down.
What happened? What? That's weird. Oh my god. Good think tank.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. Nice counter. Where was the defense? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Catch and shoot. She's rolled the dice, and it's coming up aces here, but can she seal the deal? It looks like she's going to survive the round, but just barely. Let's talk about Shields. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got...
Here we go. It's round two. She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here. Do you believe this? Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. You don't want to trade shots. No rest for the weary. Beautiful counter punch. She got out of the way of that right hook. She can't find a home for that jab. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. The perfect counter lands. Good counter punch. This fight has a real good flow to it. The courage on display here is incredible. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shield.
You can't touch my shields.
And there's the bell for round 3. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here. There's a counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? That punch scores. Swing and a miss with that hook. Beautiful counter shot. The exchange. The referee really thinking about stopping it.
No way.
How did they not go down? Oh, and she just got clipped.
Oh.
She got clipped, and this may be it. Not what she expected from this round. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you'll get caught a lot more at the end.
Got out of the way of that right hook. She misses with the jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What's the referee thinking right now?
Come on.
Oh, I heard that, never by saw it.
Let's talk about Shield. It has not been going well for
Fast.
Back at it in round 4. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here. Good counter right-handed kick. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
That hook doesn't score. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Good counter punching. You've heard the phrase.
Uh-oh. Tyler is gone. One more and she's gone. Don't want to
make it
toss.
up, and this fight continues. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Back and forth they go. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been her best round for sure. Let's talk about Shield. They get 1 minute between.
She's
Things
destroyed.
are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. 2 knockdowns in the last round. What do we have in store here?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Neither do I.
She's rolled the dice and it's coming up aces here, but can she seal the deal? Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged. That left hand misses. Good counterpunching for both these athletes. You'd like to... This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shields. After what we saw in... Here we go in the 6th round. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. That left counterpunch will score. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Come on, Taylor.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool. I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
The defense failed them. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shields. In a round that seemed like eternity for them. Round 7, here we go. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Are we about to see Katie Taylor knocked out? How did they not go down?
They will now.
Insane action. That hook was off target. You couldn't write a script like this.
She is dead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
This thing.
7, 8, 9, 10.
There you go. You can't touch my shields.
So it's onward and upward after another knockout win here.
Oh
What a
my
shot.
God.
What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
Look at the swell. Wow. Good game. I want to do it again. Please come back. I really enjoy the fighting style of Shields. The hooks, left, right, and the jab are in such an incredible sync. One thing that I noticed is that when I was defending, I could not walk back. I don't know if it was a lag or a bug. That's no one's here. Let's see if we can find a middle way. For our new fighter, Ben, Nigel Ben. This thing that happens because of the latency really kills the momentum and gets you in trouble because you don't see the punches coming at you to defend in time. And that's a perfect way of getting your head in the red zone and, you know, preparing you for a knockout. I do not like that. At least when you are playing single player, you actually see the punches coming and you have like a tiny window to block them in the right direction. But in the online mode, the ping time and the latency doesn't let you do that. You don't see it in time. So you just take a few punches, then block. It's like a gun. It's like you have taken 5 bullets already and you're trying to go into cover. That 5 bullets is already in. So, yes. Ebony Bridges Have we fought with her before?
It is nighttime, and we are live outside at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me,
God,
former
level
world
18.
champion Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's
I don't
time
think
for
we
our
can beat
tale
him.
of
He's gonna destroy me with
the
body
Dark
shot.
Destroyer himself, Nigel Benn, one of the greatest English champions of all time. This legendary middleweight fights out of London, England.
I'm prophesizing the match result. He's gonna body shot me to death.
Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from London, England, here is a middleweight and super middleweight champion of the world, known as the Dark Destroyer, introducing Nigel Benn. Fighting out of the blue corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
You've heard of people dancing underneath. Here we go for round one. Trying to answer back. That left counter was perfectly timed. Both men step back for just a moment. Catch and shoot. Nice exchange here from both men.
Didn't land.
Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? That's what these two men are about to go through as this is not the way he wanted this fight to start. Let's see if he can get out of trouble. How did they survive that? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he fails to score with that left hook. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Punch, counter punch. Counter right. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through you as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
Missed him with that upper. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Nigel Benn. They've got the momentum.
He's not effective with that.
How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't look at it.
He might be trying to tire
It's
me.
round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. When are we going to see a jab from these two? A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of that sport.
Great counter right hand there.
What's he doing? Take the punches and shut up.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Good punch.
skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice counter punch. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the flyweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight.
What a nightmare scenario! A much better game plan here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Nigel Benn. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt. It looks so.
On to the third. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. You'd like to see more jabs. This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now he's got...
And we may see an early stoppage here. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Not so fast. Not so fast.
He missed with that jab. Nice job landing that left counter punch. He threw the hook, didn't land. Nice offensive. Can the Dark Destroyer get out of this dark place? And the referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. 2, 3, 4, 5,
6. He's losing. I'm being bitter about
Let's
it.
talk about Nigel Benn. There's the bell for round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's happening.
Oh no, Nigel.
Come on.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, we will play safe.
So they'll make it up and this fight continues. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just...
Oh my! That's a game changer! And right back into the fray. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Insane action. Beautiful counter shot. And he just misses with that jab. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Nigel Benn. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
I wonder this will.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying when you get out there jumping him, do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky legs. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference.
What the hell? Something is wrong. See that latency between the punches?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Too much lag between punches.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Both men step back for just a moment.
I'm gonna play dirty.
Quick punch scores. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Nigel Benn has been rocked.
Yeah, I'm done. That body shot, he destroys the body shot.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Almost.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win.
Look at this spell. I knew it. He was too high level. Although I had him for a while, the latency destroys the game. I was unable to see like 50% of his punches. Let's try heavyweights. I'm gonna go with Wilder. To hell with it. I don't like the heavyweight because in this division you can be killed with a single punch. And with the latency and the lag, yeah, I think I'm the one lagging, not the other way around. That's why I lose all the fights. Most of the punches are landing. If you see, I keep focusing on that tiny space between punch and the head. He doesn't seem to be hitting my head, but at the lower corner near the health, my head health is going down super rapidly. That means he's hitting me, I just don't see it. So when you don't see it, you automatically do not react to it. When you see a punch coming at you, you duck, you defend yourself. But when you don't see it, you think, okay, it's open season, I can go down on his body and head. So yeah, it's like a mentality warfare. When you see nothing is hitting you, you kind of subconsciously think, it's okay to fight and punch. Sophie's calling me. I need to go and fight with her. But her division doesn't have some of the best fighters. I wish they added that. Free fight. Fight anyone you want. I'm pretty sure I can beat everyone down with Sophie.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup.
Is it the same guy?
And next week for the broadcast.
Double
Here he
welder.
comes, the bronze.
Great. Every idiot takes
This bout is
welder.
scheduled.
That's why I don't like heavyweight.
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Quick punch scores. Beautiful counter punch.
The head is gone. See,
And
I don't
Deontay
see his
Wilder
punches.
just got clipped. A much better game plan here. There's a counter shot. And he parries the right jab away. There's a scoring blow. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on you.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he fails to score with that left hook. He threw the hook, didn't land. And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round.
I was not expecting that.
Almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Great counter right hand there. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate, and take...
It looks like we're going to see an early night here. He is rocked. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. That one lands. He gets out of the way of that left hand. This could be the end. And now they're right back into the fray. Deontay Wilder right now. They have no respect for each other's punching power.
I'm telling you, he's way too powerful, guys. Look at it. I'm not enjoying this. This is not enjoyable. They have absolutely trashed the heavyweight.
Oh, Wilder just got clipped and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be... And there's the bell for round 3. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Coach, listen to me.
Uh-oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That was a weird knockdown.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. We'll keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Bull and a matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
Totally impressed, you know.
Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? A much better game plan.
Too powerful.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, and they got rocked. What a moment this is. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped.
Oh, I heard that, never but I saw it.
Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Back at it in round 4. Counter right. He just misses with that big right hand. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it.
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off them. Blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
Perfect first shot. He got out of the way of that right hook. They exchanged punches. And at some point, the court...
He's down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out.
Perfect demonstration of OP.
Not many
Wilder.
people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Well, there's no argument right there.
There is no fun in this.
Night.
Sheer power, sheer reach. It's like I'm Lost by knockout, doesn't say. Knockout percentage 26%, win ratio 41%, almost 50, half and half. Biggest win streak 7. Total rounds boxed 152. I think this is. Oh no, those are ranked. What? Oh yeah, that's rounds. Oh, nice. Unranked. I have only played 2 unranked matches. Interesting. I think this got reset after the last major update. Because I did few unranked before at the very beginning of my journey into the boxing world. Everybody is highly eager and waiting for the career mode. Alright guys, that was a fun ride, and I am very happy to get to show the sheer overpowered state of Deontay Wilder. He's just too powerful. He's too powerful. I mean, don't even have a solution for it. They can't remove him from the game. They cannot remove his stats or perks or reduce his power. I have no good solution here. But I know one thing. He is unbeatable. Unless you become extremely good at technical fighting, but that requires stable internet connection. With the connection I am facing right now, with a peer-to-peer high latency connection, good luck being technical. You don't see half the punches coming at you. You don't see half the punches you're throwing. It's just a blind fight. I might as well close my eye and keep punching. So it's not easy to, land 3 body shot and then a headshot, then a headshot and a body shot. Combos are extremely difficult to pull off. It's impossible. Let's not kid ourselves. It's impossible. You have to see the punch that is coming at you to block it and counter it. Not even a counter, just follow up. After a block, you hit. Not even a counter, just a normal follow-up. But you don't see that. I honestly didn't see half the punches I threw with Wilder in the last battle. I'm not joking. I'm being honest with you guys. Why would I sugarcoat it and I say, oh, I'm good. No. Honestly, I did not know what I'm doing. It was just the total godlike stats of Wilder that got me through that round. Nothing else. And I really love to play in that heavyweight division with Usyk or some of the others like Lewis or Marciano or even Smoking Joe Frazier. But I can't. I would be killed against Wilder. And since it's not an option to leave the battle if you're matched against Wilder, if you leave, it's gonna be a low priority flag. That's not what I want. I hate that thing. It totally disables online for you. So you have to go through it and lose. But with that, I think I'm gonna stop the stream for Undisputed for today. It was a fun ride. We beat some people with shields, with I forgot his name. God, I forgot his name. The Black Destroyer. And the last one was the Wilder. It was fun, but although the first part of the game, the training, the warm-up with RJJ took longer than I was finished. 4 or 5 rounds, and he whooped my ass for 4. He is unkillable in that undisputed difficulty of the game. But, well, it got us warmed up for the next fights. We need to fight and train and learn other fighters' combinations, although the game requires a highly needed balancing. Some of the boxers are just way too overpowered. Nothing can be done about that. And no matter how good you are, the sheer power of the fighter is gonna destroy you. And that is where the balancing comes in. To make it a real boxing match, I mean, how many times in real world actual boxing we have seen the underdog defeating the bigger, tougher, and stronger opponent? It's a story as old as boxing history itself. The underdog, the one that kills the big guy. I mean, there is a movie I love so much, The Cinderella Man. It's a very good example. It's even a non-fiction movie. But in this game, nah, that's not gonna happen. Not really. In middleweight, there are two. Actually, one of them is way too overpowered. Alvarez, body destroyer. No matter how much you hit him, if you punch to the body from Alvarez, you're dead. You're just dead. The body's gone. And in heavyweight, there's Wilder. It might be a good idea. Apologies. I apologize. It might be a good idea to start with ultra lightweight, welterweight, or let's say cruiserweight. Maybe that's a good place to keep playing for a while until the next update comes. Not a bad idea. But I missed my Sophie. Sophie. Okay, next time we are gonna play with Sophie a little bit. She's the fastest boxer in the entire game. She just dances around the ring super fast. Although she's fragile, she's like 20 years old, very young for a boxer. That's why she's fast, and that's why she cannot take punches effectively. Easy to knock her down, but she's like a goddamn ladybug in the shape of a bee buzzing around the ring. Very technical. I like her very much. One of the rare fighters I'm in sync with. I like this style she fights. The way the punches are thrown, the way she defends. The problem is that she's not available in online mode, and there are not many of the fighters available for her class, the division she plays in. Although we will give her a try. But guys, thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy this chapter of the Undisputed, as we crushed and got crushed, such as life. We walk it off, we shake it off, and we move on. I wish you the best of times wherever you are. I'm not sure what's gonna be next, but I am sure there is gonna be something next. Follow up to this stream. I just not sure it might be ready or not. I'm not sure what's the state of my mouse. It might be Assassins, it might be Shadow of War, but stay tuned. We'll see what will happen. Until then, stay frosty. Neo, out for now.